Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. So we got the terrible, terrible news that Charles Manson died. And if you remember Charles Manson, they did a show about him. I remember this TV show. It was like a TV movie. And it was about Manson and his ability, his Svengali-like qualities to get people to follow him. Hey, man, come out to the commune and commune with me and blah, blah, blah. And the man is evil and blah, blah. I don't even know much about Charles Manson other than he was supposed to be this heinous guy. And he got these, couple of blonde chicks and somebody else to go kill a wealthy family that lived in a very safe neighborhood in California. This is when California began to make that transition from being a really cool place to live to being just a land of fruits, nuts, and fairies. And so I watched Helter Skelter, Helter Skelter, and they showed Manson, and he was all evil, and he had the swastika in the middle of his, where his unibrow would normally be, and all that. And everybody's like, Charles Manson, Charles Manson. And get this, Charles Manson runs a commune, convinces people to come out there. He's wackier than, he's completely nutty, right? So he gets these people to come out. They get tripped out on LSD and mushrooms or whatever else. And he's like, yeah, man, go kill that family. So he doesn't do it. He doesn't have the guts. Not that, you'd want him to do it, but I'm just saying it's not him. So he sends some of his disciples. And think about this. This is the free love era. These are these, cute blonde girls and the guys, and all they do is they go out there for orgies. That's it. It was a reason to say, I'm not really promiscuous or bad girl, no, I'm part of a commune and my leader wants me to do this. Whatever. Make a rationalization for whatever you want. You're just a freakazoid who wanted to have sex with a bunch of people, and you go out to the commune. And by the way, hand up, most kids, boys, 17 to 25 are going to sign up for that every single time. Hey, man, you come out to the commune, these crazy hot chicks come out and they just want to have sex all day and smoke pot and blah, blah, blah. Outside of the drugs, at 20, I'd have been there. They go, that's our leader. Yeah, okay, whatever. Where are the girls? As they sit in Blazing Saddle. Where the white women at? That's just a joke. So anyway, Manson's this Svengali guy who puts a spell on everybody. He didn't put a spell on anybody. These were dope head, crazed leftist, hippie generation people wanting free sex and some transcendental thing that they thought they were experiencing, which, by the way, kids, don't do drugs because that's the reason why you don't want to do it. And then he sends them out and they go kill this family, a prominent family. So Manson gets this bigger than life persona. And he's supposed to be the guy, man. And I remember thinking, how many people did Manson kill? Even as a little kid, when I would watch it, I was, man, he must have killed like 100 people. Holy cow. But what, he killed like 2 people? One of them, you know what made that crime so heinous? And I'm going from memory. I didn't do an ounce of research on Manson anymore. And the reason is I'm not going to waste my time. But one of the ladies, I think, was pregnant. And they cut the baby out or something. Is that right? I don't know. Don't research it. I don't need it. I just remember that being part of it. And I can almost remember the name of the family. And, of course, they wrote blood stuff on the wall and put the Helter Skelter or whatever else. That's what you write that on there. Blah, blah, blah. So he gets found out and he's sentenced to prison. And my dad he was a nurse in San Quentin prison, and he was tasked to give Manson shots. This is what he said. He could be lying. And he says the whole time he was giving Manson shots, Manson was calling him, the N-word, and why y'all letting this N-word work on me, blah, 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 etc. Because he's a, total racist, which made him fit right in with the Democrats. Because not only was he racist, he was crazy, and he sent people to kill for no reason. Why? Because of drugs. Perfect Democrat. If he were alive today, he might be like a former member of Obama's cabinet. So anyway, they sentenced this fool to prison. I was told by people that are in the know from San Quentin prison, this was not from my dad, but they said Manson was they treated that dude, he was a girl in prison. I'll put it that way. Nobody was afraid of Charles Manson in prison. He could pull that helter skelter and I'm the evil, I'm the devil. And people are like, yeah, well, bend over, devil. So I heard, guys, I'm telling you, they said nobody's afraid of Manson in San Quentin, and he was treated like one of the girls. That's what I was told. So total flakes allowed this commune to exist, this hippie environment where these people did nothing but drugs and sex. And then they go and get a prominent family killed. It wouldn't matter whether they were prominent or not. But they happened to get a prominent family killed, which landed Manson and I believe 2 or 3 others in prison. And Manson gets this bigger than life reputation when he's little more than a girl in prison. Treated like a concubine. And finally he's dead. And if you're looking for any sympathy from Kevin Jackson over Charles Manson, you're not going to get it. God, be patient with me. No, what is it? Please be patient with me. God is not through with me yet. I don't have any sympathy for him. This is a man who made his life about hating others. You know, he was originally due to die in 1971, but the flakes in California suspended the death penalty. So we carried his sorry butt on the public dole for 46 additional years. This is why I can't stand leftism. See, that man, he didn't deserve to be around. He's a vile human being. Oh, come on, Kevin, he's redeemable. We're all redeemable in the eyes of God. Sure. Yeah, he could have made his peace and been gone in 1971 with whatever the penalty was. And for the record, if your crime causes the death of another in the way that Manson did it, sending people out to go kill, you should be killed. Accidental death, manslaughter, things like that, perhaps not. I'll leave that to the courts. But you intentionally kill somebody, you send your, quote, disciples to kill people, and we got to carry you on the public. How much money did the state of California spend on Manson? I don't have an answer. Just curious. 46 years on death row. And the death row is so heinous that the man died on it. I mean, he died of natural causes at the age of 83 on death row. How sick is that? Stupid leftist. Yeah, that's a real deterrent. Yeah, don't call it death row. It's life in prison now because it doesn't matter. We'll carry you as long as we need to. If there's any place for Obama's euthanasia in Obamacare, let's start in the prisons. Make some room for these young thugs that want to get in there so badly. Maybe we can even start with that basketball player that his dad said Trump didn't get him out of prison.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.